I never thought I'd see the day where I have to scroll with these buttons in order to get to a particular event. There's so much going on at the moment. Oh, Elite Vortex, that's wonderful, isn't it? We all love a bit of Vortex and... Wait, half cash? Who the hell takes 50% of their bank into the battlefield? Well, at least they're generous with their money. Although we've got no farms. So this time around, we would have to resort to boat farming in order to generate all of our income here. Get it? Boatload. So the plan here is really simple. Hopefully at some point the balloons will get strong enough so that rubber to gold will rubber to gold the balloons and then they go into our balloon trap here. But where things stand, they are kind of too powerful. So I'm going to put the trap over here so you go into the trap a bit sooner. I do want to get ourselves the trade empire as soon as possible. And then once from there, we can re-establish our colonial... re-establish ourselves by having a really good means of farming. Sorry, my 200-year-old British ancestors just came out at me. And they said, just unleash hell, flare balloons, just unleash hell. So I think realistically, we're going to be able to get up only 2 paragons. And both of those are going to be naval based. And both of those, you know what I mean. Naval Arc of the Seas and Nordic Siege Corps. Is this what it's like to be on regular mode? Not generate a lot of income whatsoever? It feels so slow getting to places. But I can't imagine what it feels like to be on actual half cash. Way money generation is halved, for goodness sakes. It's just for pops and end of round bonus is what double cash doubles. Rubber to gold doing its job, getting that lovely money from them. Lead balloons. Right, sell these two and get ourselves the trade empire up and running. Standing tall and proud and British. I do want to get a bunch of 204 villages across these 5 points over here to cover all 6 seas on this map. Although, why did Ninja Kiwi leave Monkeyopolis in place if they know we can't get it because of a lack of farms? Hey, you know this really useful tool that you could use in a boss event called a Monkeyopolis for like probably the best way to generate money, generate money for the monkeys. Well, you just can't use it because you can't even use the asset required in order to use that upgrade. Take that, community. Okay, here we go. We are nearly there now, and we are soon to be at 20 of the trades. I think anyways. 20 of the trades. Doesn't even make sense. Okay, here is Vortex. Now, remember, Vortex here only has 50% speed and 50% HP, and from our statistics at the moment, it looks like it's not going to be able to reach that far in the entire map. We just need the stun to come off cooldown, so therefore we can continue our fire power. Okay, favorite trades. Do not let me down, please. Okay, get another favorite trades. I would like to get ourselves to Monkey City at some point so that we can increase our money potential, and I think that's actually going to be our next upgrade. Go to Monkey Town so that each pop contributes 50% more cash towards the cause, and then we'll go from there. Because what's nice about the Trade Empire is it increases the damage of both itself and other merchantmen slash favorite. I think it's actually just favorite trades. Maybe I'm overstepping myself here, but I think it's just those. Here we go. Monkey City is in play, which means we can have even more monies. And we're going Mr. Krabs with monies because we don't have a lot of options to get the monies. All these commencing fires. Yeah, we chose Brickle for this boss event because there's only 6 heroes in which we can select from, neither of which are Geraldo and Benjamin. So if we'll go with the best hero that suits our farming needs, and for that, well, we can increase our fire power by using Brickle. We will get the Nordic Siege Corps at some point, but I just want to add something to decamo the balloons so that these two can affect them if they are, well, if they're not otherwise camofied. Monkey Town increases the income from balloons popped, and Monkey City increases the value from cash generation. So that includes, I think it also adds on top of rubber to gold because of that little... No, wait, that icon is from the favorite trades, but it goes into the city and this little aspect here where it doesn't get the money directly. It just means that we can get more income. I have every confidence with our setup so far we will be able to defeat the tier 2 of Elite Vortex in this scenario with what we have got going on here. However, I will place a sneaky village here and then park a village up here to reach over here to then make these upgrades a bit cheaper. We can delete that, and then both of these are under the radius, and their own radius hasn't been increased because they both have each other's backs. Okay, we have this scenario going on here, but do not worry, our fleet of money-making boats will be able to deliver the the firepower required. Okay, mega mines and commencing fires, definitely what we need for this fight up ahead here. We have definitely rebirthed the British... No, sorry, not colonial. I mean, the power we once had. Okay, I think I'll stop with these British jokes. Well, are they really jokes to begin with? May never know. Well, the one thing we definitely didn't want to do at the very start of this scenario is touch the rocks and then select yes to make this map, oh so stupidly harder. Imagine tar pits on this scenario. Imagine there's some brave soul out there that has tried to do that. I think that was a good idea. Okay, Vortex is not going anywhere. So I think it's just going like at the speed of regular Bloonarius. It is not a fast lightning vortex after all. Just to make you grow even faster, I grant you access with the buffs of the Energizer. Yeah, I think we've got this. I don't think the balloons stand too much of a chance against us, to be honest. At this rate, at this hour, with these upgrades, we have defeated Tier 2 Elite Vortex on Spar Pits. And there we go. Just like that, you have died. For now. With these three here, all I need to do is place a single village down here and then look. All of them have now been given the village buffs for one another. We're affecting all of these tiles. As I said, all of these tiles. You know what? We're going to get the XXXL trap, and we're going to get the Ultra Boost as well, so that we can enhance the amount of traps you can lay out at any given point in time from 1 to, well, 1, but when you go to 0, you can go to 1 a bit sooner. If you catch my drift. My trading drift. Round 76 soon coming up. I love it. I love all this chaos. Although if you look at this map when it comes to having farms, you know, real monkey farms in which they would be legal if they were in this boss event, there's not really a whole lot of space to put farms down. Like, if they were in this boss event, then perhaps the best thing you can do is just put down a bunch of bottom path ones so that it benefits our boat farming. Now that we have a buttload of farms down, now we're going to focus a few things when it comes to our submarines here. We're going to get our sub-commander online. We've got our preemptive strike online and our energizer online a while ago. But we do want to start some work in order to get ourselves the submarine paragon here. And here we go, tier 3. We'll get some first strike capabilities over here. And then there is another way in which we can produce more aquatic surface so that we can, you know, have more space in order to put down aquatic towers. And that is in the form of the wonderful Lord of the Abyss. But we need to get to that point first. But you're going to stun a whole load of towers here. I'm about to call you balloons. Although please stun balloons. But I think Elite Vortex does honor the rules of friendly fire will not be tolerated. For that I say, shut up and just bend the rules for once. Although we'd have to do the same as well. And I don't fancy sinking my own boats with hot grapes. I think this is a good enough spot down here for our Lord of the Abyss. If I can hit the correct hotkey I'll be able to do this with. Okay, submarine here. Probably not the best spot for it, to be honest, now that I'm looking at it, but you can only do with what you can do, honestly. And hopefully this... Nah, these trees are less than optimal, to be honest. Although Vortex is making its way very far into the map, but we should be able to hold off this. Okay, maybe that would have been a bit better by getting ourselves a carrier flagship. Right, mega mining that and just targeting the Vortex using our ballistic, well, I'm calling them ballistic missiles. Our preemptive missiles. Let's get a few more of these and then upgrade the rest to armor piercing darts for those armor piercing needs. There goes the third last skull there, and we are nearly at the stage where we can hold off this scenario permanently. Do not disable the pirate lord. Do not disable my boats. How dare you try and sink our fleet, my magnificent fleet. Damn, I could have put another boat here all this time. Well, boat that. Stop stunning me. One of those managed to make their way through the shield. I'm really surprised about that. But alas, this is a boss event and the rules go exactly how they should go. I don't know what that is though. And there goes the third star, or the third tier of Elite Vortex. I think next up though, we're going to have to deploy the Nordic Siege Corps. DDTs, no thank you. This one's generated quite a bit of money, honestly, although I don't think it's generated as much as it could have, just because of everything else we have going on over here. Perhaps if we deployed you nearer the entrance, but then again, these two won't be able to do their work as well. But alas, this is open warfare. Not just any old advanced warfare, but open warfare. The most advanced kind of open warfare. I mean advanced open warfare, even better. Random spews. Okay, we're not going to get you immediately. What we're going to be doing is getting ourselves as much poppage as possible with everything that we have here, and then we will commence Operation Nordic Siege Corps. So a few more rounds of the first strike capabilities. I've gone how to speak there, and then we will go through with it. Not immediately, but we will do it. Don't you worry. We will do it. We will commence Operation Destroy Vortex. Hey, will they just go away, please? Please take away those DDTs. Thank you very much. Okay, I think now is a good time to take you to the afterlife. Okay, we'll put 500k in you. We won't spend too much because the main star is going to be... Oh, I should have spent a bit more really if I knew that was going to be the case. The main star is going to be the wonderful Naval Arc of the Seas. I just realised submerging you is not the best idea because then we can't unleash our mayhem again. Oh my god, that is a lot of purple balloons. That is a lot of purple balloons. First time in a while without being scared to a whole bunch of weaker balloons. Carrier flagship is doing its job by not being absolutely blown up by the vortex stuns. Let's just hate how all of these are evading our traps in certain ways. But I'm going to take you out of your submerged form and you're going to wreak havoc upon this thing. Perhaps I should have had you a bit further away, to be honest. And you're inside the shield. Lovely job. Oh, DDTs. DDTs? DDTs? No! Are you kidding me? Because of these wretched DDTs? Oh, for goodness sakes. Really? Because of those wretched DDTs, I have to... I absolutely hate these sort of things sometimes. Yeah, I could have had something else. Yeah, I was supposed to just telepathically know that I should have other things on the field because this thing is indiscriminate when it comes to its stunnage. Sometimes it feels like the DDTs just evade my mad missiles just because of some BS mechanic where when they are, well, enveloped by the vortex shield, they just have the off chance of not receiving any damage. That was so stupid. I could have avoided that if I had something else down, but no. My ape brain decided that this was enough of a setup. Anyways, anger issues done and dusted. Yeah, a lot of my ships were just stunned. So they couldn't even damage the DTs in their stunned state, which is really stunning if you ask me. Right, 119. Let us prepare to try and pull off the greatest tier 5 that you have ever seen. And when I say the greatest, I mean the most mediocre one. That tier 4 was such a BS, honestly. I hated that. I hate scenarios. I hate the Vortex in general because of how indiscriminate it is against everything that is nearby. Like, you could have any other thing going on here, but no. If, like, I'm just going to say this right now. If both of these are stunned, we are done. In hindsight, I should have put the Navark up here where it's not going to be as stunned as likely, because again, if both of these Paragons are stunned, we are done for. We are absolutely done for without a question or shadow of doubt. I have no means of financing. Like, I could put down 40 merchantmen because this scene actually benefits 40 of them stacked with one another, but it's just everything we have here. Everything. Brickle is being stunned wazizzles. Okay, I'm just going to put one of you on here, actually. So, yeah. I'm hoping that this will not be the end of us and we will actually fight to see another day. I hope so. Great. I think the nuke was cancelled because of that. Wasn't that just a load of fun? Fancy having your entire nuke removed from the game because of the game itself giving you an unfair thing going on here? Who likes this all fun? Who likes the fact that this is definitely a theme that Ninja Kiwi thought of, but at least... Oh my god, no. Oh, thank goodness. Thank goodness you were not in radius of stunning the Navark there. That would have been so stupid and horrible, and I would not live to see another day. And Brickle keeps being stunned, and the Nordic keeps being stunned. These are crap placements for these towers, to be honest. Keep being stunned by Vortex. You are definitely the MVP of this run here, dear Navark. And there we go. That was a whole load of rubbish that I couldn't have avoided. Well, I could have if I just placed a mad down to get all those DDTs out of the way, but bloody hell, tier 4 can catch you off by... The one tower boss event is possible, people. I think there's just statistics because from the round in which we lost on. That's why that's loaded up as that. So anyways, folks, victory with only one tower placed down. It is definitely possible to do this with just one tower. One tower boss event. Share that around the world. 1 TBE. One tower boss event. So thank you all so much for watching, everybody. Hope you enjoyed the half cash chimps. No, not half cash chimps, but half cash Vortex. God, imagine half cash chimps. No thanks, but then again, all the sweats would be happy. So once again, everybody, thank you all so much for watching. Let me know what you thought of the video down in the comment sections below, and also let me know if you're taking part in these sweepstakes sort of thing. I would say just be hesitant when it comes to anything gambling related, and also just in general as well, anything gambling related. Just tread it carefully. Don't let it overtake your life, because losing your soul, your sanity, everything to gambling is horrible for both you and those closest to you. So please just take that in mind. Just like spending money in the store, like don't just spend a whole load on monkey money. Like for me personally, I wouldn't do this myself. I would just play the game to generate the income in which I would want to get stuff like powers. But it's like, if I want to treat myself every now and then, I probably would. Like anything, like if the tier 5 insta packs are available, then I can do that if I wanted to, but I would do it only very sparingly. But anyways, everybody, Vortex in the sky there, all their shenanigans. Please use my credit support code whenever you are in the store so that I get a tiny slice of a pie, and it will feed my my endeavors in life, sorry. But thank you all so much for watching, and take care of yourselves. I definitely didn't say ass there.